Space News, 28, June 20th, 2024. Hello again. Thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Marie. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. For you to have some context about what is going on and more about what I will talk about here, I might suggest you watch the previous 2 or 3 Space News videos, the numbers 27, 26, and 25. If you haven't already. Once more, I must use many human words, most of which are based on naval terminology. I know many may be loaded with unwanted meanings that may or may not apply to Taygetan vessels. However, they are still the best ones I can find to describe things and classifications of non-human ships and equipment. I still mention this although we are all the same species. The first piece of news for today is about Queen Alenym. She has been moved from a dry medical pod, which is used to treat mild problems, to a full immersion wet medical pod, which is used to treat severe medical conditions, or when a full physical regeneration is necessary for whatever reason. Queen Alenym's condition is stable, and this ship's surgeon, Sene Trey, has assured everyone that she is out of danger, yet she must remain in her medical pod for the remaining time of her treatment, for a full recovery, and that can be as long as 3 or 4 months. Although medical pods are a subject for another video, I can mention that they use high-energy holographic technology, in conjunction with a full immersion in a special liquid full of stem cells, which progressively replace any damaged tissue. They are capable of returning a biological body to its fullest genetic potential, and are also capable of regrowing lost limbs. As you can imagine, these pods are used to treat the severest of medical conditions. However, many people in countless advanced interstellar societies also use them for cosmetic uplifts, even though many consider that to be an abuse of the system. Whether Queen Alenym will return to her duties as Queen of Taygeta at the end of her treatment, or will choose to retire is not known yet, but based on the last things she told me before entering the medical pods, and also based on what she expressed to other people including Taygeta's High Council, and also based on their last actions, Alenym will probably choose not to return to her duties as queen, but it is still her choice. I guess we will find out in 3 or 4 months. Moving to the next piece of news, last Monday 17 of June, 2024, the brand new, just out of the shipyard, starship Hyades, the first of her class which is designated as a light destroyer, arrived from Tema and placed herself in low Earth orbit, next to starship Toleka and to starship Vigilant Eagle, which is also a destroyer. Her role here is to be a protection escort and shield for starship Toleka, which is the Taygetan fleet's flagship. The starship's Hyades' arrival and presence here was strongly suggested by Taygeta's High Council, as part of their response to the attack against Queen Alenym's integrity, and is part of the strong escalation of Taygetan military power in this region. Meanwhile, at the request of the captain and crew of the destroyer, starship Vigilant Eagle, they will remain on duty here for a longer period of time, delaying their return to Tema at least for several months more, if not indefinitely, this not counting the necessary crew rotation most starships must have, except Toleka, because no one here wants to leave their posts. By crew rotation I mean the members who are the most tired and need a break from their duties here, must return to their homelands to rest, while fresh ones come here to replace them, even though the ship itself remains on station here in low Earth orbit. From the 17th of this month onwards, starship Toleka is being escorted at close range by 2 destroyers, one at each side. Starship Hyades, which takes its name from the constellation of the same name, is the first of her class, and I have been informed that the construction of the second one of her class has already started, which is to be called Starship Sindriel, in honor of the planet orbiting the giant star Aldebaran, which is also a Taygetan colony. Hyades-class destroyers are state-of-the-art Taygetan ships, at this time believed to be by far the most advanced starships to have ever come out of a Taygetan shipyard. At only 310 meters long, they are small compared to other ships designated as destroyers. The Hyades class are exactly twice as long as a human-built, Arleigh Burke-class destroyer of the U.S. Navy, therefore for space standards, they are classified as light destroyers. They are equipped with 4 last-generation counter-rotating magnetic plasma turbine engines, which are exactly the same ones used in the new Suzy Mark VI fighter ships. Hyades class also incorporates fully automated systems and robotics, as well as the most advanced polymorphic, self-healing metallic superalloys, as well as last-generation electronics and quantum holographic artificial intelligence, which allow it to function in deep space for extended periods, requiring minimum to no maintenance. The Hyades is also the most agile Maya ship in the Taygetan fleet, as she can maneuver more like a fighter-class starship, rather than how a Maya vessel is expected to handle. On the downside, she is small inside and therefore has no adequate space of leisure for the crew, as a larger ship would have, making it harder and more nerve-wracking to be a crew member inside it for extended periods. As usual, when a Taygetan ship arrives here in Earth orbit, a welcome party is organized, but unlike the last ones that were held on board Starship Toleka, this one was partially organized on board the Hyades herself for the official welcoming, and then the real party with food and all was held on board Starship Alcyone, as she has so much more adequate space inside. The welcome party was no longer held on board Toleka because of the safety concerns around Queen Alenym, and myself, because we strongly suspect that the pathogens against her were introduced by someone during the festivities. During the party, several people who are high-ranking council members, and from all around Taygeta's planets, but who are not members of Taygeta's High Council as such, came to congratulate me on my recent coronation. But I did not know any one of them, so I felt quite uncomfortable, even though they were all very kind and respectful to me. Anyhow, I thank them a lot for their politeness. As is also to be expected, there were many journalists from Taygeta there covering the event once more. They all arrived on board the Starship Hyades, but will return to Taygeta on the 19th of June, on board the large supply ship Saskek II. That's today for me writing this, or yesterday for you kindly watching my video, as they only came here for the event. I was also very tense during the welcome party, because of the recent events against Queen Alenym, so I logically felt that I could be attacked somehow, even though I was been escorted by my Shinenim guards Alear, Cassia, and Kara, who is also a medical surgeon with an expertise in toxicology, and who was included as part of my escort for that exact reason. Therefore I couldn't eat or drink anything at all during the entire party, limiting myself only to unwillingly smell the food, despite my hunger. Alear, Cassia, Kara, and I left the Alcyone and her party early for that reason, and because we were there in person, and not by remote presence. When I went to my ship's mess hall, I found out that the other crew members had eaten all the food, leaving me with nothing, so after being at a feast full of deliciously smelling food, I ended up cooking for myself something easy and fast, as I was starving. I ate it alone while I thought about my next subject for my YouTube channel, and then retired to my private chambers for the day. I know that many of you are curious about my diet, and the one of the Taygetans, but my CIC team has instructed me not to mention at this time what exactly I ate, or eat, as it may give those who attacked Alenym clues of how to get to me next. I know I could be the next target. This will be all for today. As always, thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love, your friend, Mari Swaruu.